Ready?
Yes. What?
Do you have any spare yellow?
Hey guys, Crew of Blind Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Aaron.
And we're back with The Flash. Last time on The Flash, we had Ragdoll. We had... No, stop, don't make the noises.
My neck did crack pretty good.
Yeah. We had an amazing, badass moment with Iris. We had Ralph web-slinging through the city.
Yes.
We had a lot of cool stuff. On last week's mailbag, we had a little box that said open during Flash, I think from Crusader.
You mean this one?
Yes. I think it's from Crusader. He said it was a print that he did and that we should open it during Flash, so we're going to see what Crusader made.
Ah, it's Access.
That's cool. It's the emblem. Sweet.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Crusader. That rocks.
I don't know.
He's made us a couple of the
can wear
emblems. He can't, unfortunately. It kind of fits maybe in my Flash right here. Nope. No. No.
What? You said you're fat?
No. Here.
Oh.
There. Well, that's fantastic. We will.
Here, put it here. See if it will stay.
Yep. Won't fall over. Better not. Thank you, Crusader. That was very nice. I think we got Flash, we got Reverse Flash, we got Zoom, we got Kid Flash, and now we have Excess. Okay. How you feeling, Aaron?
Access. What?
How you feeling? Better?
I have cough drops.
You have cough drops? I'm feeling a little bit better. Nose still a little sore. Might be picking at it, but I do feel a lot better from yesterday. So, anyway, Flash. We had a poll last time.
What was your favorite moment from the episode?
Ooh.
19% said Ralph's method of travel.
It was awesome, but there were better moments, I guess.
38% said Iris's badass moment.
Really? Okay.
And 42% said Ragdoll's
All right.
creepiness.
Yeah. I said Iris's moment was my favorite.
Ryan says, no, all the above and more options. I loved everything in this episode.
No, you were forced to pick.
Andrew says, give me badass, fun, trust in myself and my husband to pull this off moment. No hesitation. Moments like that are always why I believe the relationship far more than Oliver and Felicity's.
Ooh, interesting.
Cameron says, I was split between the badass Iris moment and the creepy Ragdoll, but with Iris, as it was just awesome.
Yeah. With Iris, it was just awesome.
Yeah, so we went with Iris. Dylan, I picked Iris's badass moment, but my real favorite part was Nora finally connecting with Iris.
I like that part as well. That was nice.
Kevin says, they're all great moments, but I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, therefore I have to go with that one.
Yeah.
And I Am Groot says, Iris was incredible, and when Barry got free and had the electricity in his eyes, it was great.
That was a great moment.
That's there's more of everyone loving all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Like Chief Chell, elongated man does whatever elongated man can. And Cheyenne says that doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
I think there was a comment saying something like, well, how did that work? Because when Barry was fighting Zoom, he took him up so he can negate any kind of speed. So when they're falling at terminal velocity, he shouldn't be able to super speed off and they were saying, well, that was kind of a similar moment, and how would Barry able to do that? Which I think is a cool point to point out, but I think it's because they were falling so close to the building, he was able to speed off.
Jump off the chair, grab on the building, and run down the building.
And while I think it was a cool moment when he was fighting Zoom, there's no reason they couldn't super speed their arms and propel themselves that way too.
Yeah.
While they're in the air.
I mean, he was flying through the air in that one time, right? He's like, oh.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, well, we're going to see what's going to be happening this episode.
Who's this?
I don't know, she's cute.
She has some kind of power. Ah, damn! Oh no, is she a meta?
You can detect metas, huh?
She doesn't look scared, she has powers. Oh, shit!
T-1000.
Oh, it's coming back.
Boomerang.
It's coming here. Oh, no. Run! No!
Damn it.
I will try to find the satellite.
I'll come with you and everybody else look for their names.
Do you mind if I actually come with you too? I just said I saw you jump off the building last week and that was awesome. So I thought maybe I'd come with you while you did some detective work.
Yeah.
I like Barry the smirking.
Hey, I know Joe's been itching to get out of the house.
Joe!
I helped have an actual badge.
Nobody does case snacks like Joe West. I'll swing by on the way.
Okay.
Joe? We have Joe, like, is he better?
Well, the actor's not, but
Snow
Joe is
Patrol.
fine.
A week after he died. And he never left.
He's still there? Where's he getting food?
Never left.
How's he getting food?
Where is he?
Icicles.
I've worked with them a ton. I know that org inside and out. Just, give me 5. I gotta go pump first.
What are we pumping? Oh.
Ready when you are.
Captain Cold. Oh.
That looks like Snark's jacket, kind of, doesn't it? The middle one?
Oh shit. We're gonna get Mr. Freeze. I mean, Icicle.
Katie?
Who plays him?
No one I recognize.
Is this really happening?
Dad, these are my friends.
Barry, Alan, and Cisco.
Yeah, he's been watching.
I know.
I have cameras in Star Labs.
Sorry, how do you know this?
Well, when I first came here, I stayed in contact with scientists Louise Lincoln, Victor Freeze, and Harrison Wells.
Victor Freeze.
Victor
Wells was
Freeze!
able to give me full access.
That was way more than a little rust, Ralph. I've lost my mojo.
She's so tiny.
I know, it's crazy.
Oh, no.
That was it. You want to travel?
Dude, this story's full of holes. I'm just trying to fill them. Nora's story had holes in it. And she was only lying to me because she wanted to meet me. And I've appreciated everything that we've had together so far. Caitlin just got her dad back.
No, yeah, it's just... Normally, I interview people by myself. No, I thought you wanted... No, it's fine. I wouldn't ask you to come speed around the city with me or anything like that. It's fine. Okay, well,
Sure.
No. You come with me, and we'll interview the foreman.
Been there for you, right? I mean, and I wish that I could.
Well, you should do the test first.
Is it Alice? Wait, you die?
Oh, fuck me.
You could...
Die.
Is that what stopped his ALS?
I cured my ALS, but
No.
I created.
So where's your dual personality? You and Caitlin carry the same markers, you took the same cure? Where's your key on?
I never had one.
I just got my dad back. I can't let him die.
And yes, we could.
See what I can do.
Think he's bad?
It's the 5th
Yeah.
person we sliced up this week.
I would retrieve it.
Nora, why don't you create a vortex like your dad did when you fought King Shark? Oh, no, what if we do what you did with the hotness? You know about that? Yeah, of course. I made Papa Joe tell me everything about when my mom was a speedster.
Gotta get that money! That's the hotness.
I guess. The father coming in? What's going on? Whoa.
That was
Yeah.
original Harrison Wells.
Yeah.
Huh?
Is he going back?
Oh, he's there.
Trying to figure out what's inside. Oh
Is that the thing that you say never
no!
touched?
He used it.
Thank you for this, Katie. I mean, what you're doing is beyond the call.
Of course you're my dad. I'd do anything for you.
Let's go, Cisco.
He's not your dad.
Oh!
Familiar?
Any further outbreaks?
You're lying to us!
Cisco?
Caitlin, you have to see what
No, you need to leave us alone.
Please.
Now!
So he's the alter ego of the dad?
That's Cisco's. So like where?
But wouldn't he still be? Why would he have to change his face?
You've been telling citizens their claims have been denied and then pocketing the cash for yourself and the government.
Oh.
What?
That's why this FEMA center's emptier than Grandma's whiskey at a dippy Christmas dinner. You can't prove any of this.
Try me.
That guy's like a terrible person.
Fucking Rob, you see him?
He's
just knocking all his shit off his desk.
Is it glowy too?
Man, that's a big cut.
Not glowy.
Oh man. Maybe he'll die. That'd be good, right?
Man, why do you gotta drop it?
Imagine if the kid just died now. They never found him, never caught him. Some dead guy.
Never got caught. Damn.
Well, I guess as you're all here,
Where'd Cisco come from? Alright, so let's see his real face.
you have such smart friends, Kate.
Run, Barry!
Liquid in your
God!
lungs is going to be turning
Damn
into
it!
a tiny icicle.
He can inject himself with my serum.
No, he has
and
to
turn
wait.
himself into a full-on icicle.
Icicle, that's...
Icicle!
We gotta go.
Let's do it.
Hey, what about your hands?
They raise at -220. You have 1 minute.
Kill Frosty's come back.
Smart as I thought.
Yeah, but why?
Guys, what's
Why would she
happening?
come back?
Temperature in the
Be
room is
great.
dropping. Everyone's so... What is that? 460 degrees. We're too late.
I need Leah.
No!
Suit up!
Ooh,
Daughter,
it's been a while.
return.
You're not my family. They are. You only gave a damn about me because you wanted that serum.
Nope.
I want to see him use the power though. Ice off.
Ice to see.
Oh, serum's gone. Ooh, the ice button.
Trick. Trick. Trick!
No!
Man. Those pussy moves, Dad.
Where you going?
Leave him. Brainiac.
Stranger.
What? They could talk?
Well, we sure have a lot to talk about.
Cool.
What? Oh, the core.
Sally's heart.
Abilities.
And our tidal wave breaking skills.
So is there a piece of it that looks just like the dagger?
Is
Missing.
it safe for this
Look
to
at
be
that.
here? Yeah, a little dark matter never hurt anybody. What?
What?
This puzzle piece before.
There it
Satellite
is.
Gibbons.
2 of them are twins whose father is deceased. Third is a 10-year-old girl
And I
by
call
the name of Grace Gibbons. So
Grace!
if my dad's right and said he has a father, then...
We may have just found his daughter.
And he's dead
Aw,
in his
man.
house.
Let's see. What's going on?
Orlin?
Oh, she came to save him.
It's making him stronger.
Hold. Make. Strong.
All right.
Icicle.
Yeah, icicle. Okay, 'cause I was a little confused with the icicle stuff, but I think I get it now. So he had become icicle, the dad was gone, and he was doing the skin grafts to appear human.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So like Killer
So,
Frost,
the dual-
because she looks a little more pale and she has the hair, it would be as if she like dyed her hair and put like, you know, lip stuff on.
Well, for him, I think his is just like he has those ice that form.
Yeah.
And sometimes they get even bigger and even
Sure.
smaller. So for him, like maybe it did it to his face, so he put the skin graft on,
Yeah.
and like maybe he looks like a giant icicle if he has that off, you know?
Yeah.
And didn't Icicle in like Young Justice ever look like just a giant piece of ice?
Yeah. I mean, didn't he turn into it?
I don't remember.
I think it was like a regular guy he turned into. He was at
think-
Icicle Senior. Then there was Icicle Junior.
Yeah.
Which Caitlin had a brother in Earth 2. And we're like, oh, does that mean she has a brother in Earth 1? But they never said
They
anything
never
about
really
him.
mentioned him.
So maybe they'll do an Icicle Junior thing if she does, in fact, have one. It's not like her and the mom have the best relationship where they could be truthful. But,
Mom, I found Dad. He's a bad guy.
yeah.
Sorry,
Right?
I forgive you.
How did he fly with
I don't
ice?
know. He
That was... I mean, can she do that? He was like shooting off ice and making himself fly, like
He-
Firestorm does.
He cooled the air below him so much that he was then hotter and thus rose above the cold because heat rises.
Well, that doesn't work because she's hot as hell and she's never flown.
I don't know. Eric, I'm trying to figure it out. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Yeah. Okay, so so he was trying to cure ASL, and he did end up experimenting on Caitlin, and it worked to a point where it's like, I mean, it still created the alter ego and stuff like that, but it's not as bad of a side effect as it is for him, right?
I guess not. It's just I don't know if it's like I mean that one said that he fixed it to where it wouldn't be as dangerous, where she wouldn't die from it.
Yeah.
So was what everything he was saying about, he was dying from this whatever, I think was fake.
Yeah.
Right? But maybe what the dad did was change it so it didn't, like, metamorphosize.
Sure, it
so
didn't frost up
drastic.
so crazy. Yeah.
And maybe that's the difference he made. I don't know. I mean, the problem is that we don't know what the dad did.
Yeah.
Because all we know is what the alter ego one is telling us, rather
True.
than what the dad.
It's an unreliable narrator. Yeah, I get you. Okay. Well, no Joe again this episode. Which, by the way, we should make. I don't think we ever said it because we had all of the, like, what's going on with Joe this season, and then it did come out. It was a couple weeks ago now, but it did come out that the actor has had some a back injury, I think, and that he was going to
suffered
be
a back injury in between times of the show.
So he was, kind of just sitting down and taking it easy, and now I think he's taking a bit of a break so that he can have surgery and we wish him all the best, absolutely. So, but we understand why Joe can't be there. And in the story, it's like, he has a baby.
Whatever I said about Joe here, I was like, what? Oh man, that like away time wasn't very long at all.
And they even said, like, Joe's gonna come with me. I ain't an intimidating guy. He's gonna be out and about, Nope, he's out with the baby though. So,
man, Cecile is such a tiny girl.
She is so small and little. She's like Angela from The Office. She's so little.
Angela.
Yeah.
She is pretty tiny too, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Very. I love when she's like getting up on that couch and looking down at him. I kind of thought Ralph would be like, what?
That'd been good. He said he was scared.
We had that Meta with knife hands.
Man, that was cool.
Who apparently had attacked somebody before.
I guess.
And then, so I wonder if that doctor lady is kind of like feeding him information on Meta's, like, Meta attacks. Because she kind of said, like, there have been so many people attacked by Metas in this city. Almost as if she doesn't like them, too.
I think she's against Metas.
To a lesser extent.
And that's why she's okay with what he's doing. Because she seems to know what he's doing.
Yeah.
And she's telling him to stop for his health, not because what he's doing is wrong.
But him getting hurt makes him stronger, is what he's saying?
No, he was saying that, like, she said she would heal this, and then she would work on this, and this makes me stronger. Okay. So... where he had collapsed before from this big wound, maybe this is making him stronger where he can withstand. And maybe he's not invincible, but he's just able to withstand the pain more and stuff. I don't know.
So that piece fell off, hit him, I'm assuming right here.
Yeah.
Right? Even though it fell off in kind of like a really nice shape.
Perfect shape for like a lightning dagger.
Yeah. It's not like he fashioned it from it or anything. Like it got him, and that's the piece there. Now they know that Grace is the daughter. They can easily find him.
Yes, in theory.
Okay.
But the problem, though, I don't know if, like, the names are different. It seemed like they kind of had this weird kind of conversation about, like, Grace and maybe we can find the dad because these twins' parents are dead or something. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if there's, like, a lack of, whenever he shows up, he doesn't seem to really go to her, and he hides in the shadows, and only the doctor ever sees him, so...
Yeah, we've only had one scene with him.
I wonder if there's some kind of weird, like, a different name, or something to kind of keep them separated a bit, but still close enough. Okay. We saw that picture, too, when the doctor came in, of, like, him and a woman and the daughter. So I would assume the wife...
Was that him in the picture?
I thought it was, wasn't it?
I don't think it looked like him. I thought it looked like another person. What if he's like a... What if that was his stepdad? He didn't really live with his daughter.
Maybe.
Because I thought that picture, when we saw, that's the picture with the daughter, I thought, I don't think that's him.
Unless it's a brother or something like that. Like it's like a...
Yeah, I don't... That doesn't look like him to me. The hairline's all wrong.
Maybe that's the girl, though, isn't it?
That's the girl. I think that maybe he's the real dad, but she had a stepdad, and that's when they won't be able to find him?
Or the other way around, maybe.
Or the other way around, he's a stepdad?
Maybe he's a stepdad, which would mean that they have different last names and stuff. And so they might end up looking for a real father. If that's... Yeah. Let me see if it zooms in more on it.
Yeah, we're at 40, 59 is where we're at.
Yeah, that doesn't look like him, does it?
It just doesn't... I don't think it looks like him. I don't think it's him. So this plan to find him through that way, I don't think it's going to work out.
Well, yeah, if there is a stepdad, a divorce, something along those lines, it could be that they find him, looking for him, thinking he's Cicada, and instead the stepdad, or I don't know.
I mean, I can see, like, if you squint and you're just kind of seeing, like, oh yeah, that's him. But
yeah,
I think he looks close enough like him, but I don't think that's him. I don't know.
It does look.
Judge for yourself, but I personally don't feel like it looks like them.
Let's go to. I wish I could keep this and then go to him and compare like how they look.
That guy has a little more of a round face. His hairline's different.
Well, maybe he's just skinny because he's dying with a hole in his chest and he's lost his roundness.
So you think they like, hey, get fat for this one picture?
That's back when they were happy.
Do they Photoshop it? If it was him, it would clearly look like him. I think. I don't think it looks like him.
Yeah, it did look different.
Yeah.
And it was odd that they showed that picture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, who puts a picture right in your front door, not even in a frame or anything?
I don't know.
Who does that?
This weird guy who has this weird, dark, creepy fucking house.
Well, yeah, the house is stripped of drywall.
No, look at the house from the outside. Look at this place. Look at this fucking place.
It's a very nice house.
That's a fucking Goosebumps house.
Only at night.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
Yeah, but in the day, I'm sure it's very pretty.
Speaking of Goosebumps,
yep.
Dude, Icicle freaking. There's an episode of Goosebumps where it's Stay Out of the Basement, where the dad's working on like some kind of plant stuff, like experiments, and then like the dad they have has like leaves growing out of his head, and he's feeding them this weird plant shit and whatnot. And then you go down, you find another dad in the closet. He's like, oh man, he's traded and whatever.
Yeah.
And then by the end of it, like you have the dad and you killed the other one or whatever, and they're going in, and then a plant starts. I'm your dad, and the other one's like, no, I'm your dad. And they go, I'm your dad. Like, what the hell's going on?
Goosebumps, man. R.L. Stein.
Just so weird. But no, like the whole like two people made me think of that whenever they're like, I'm with dads and stuff.
A commenter pointed this out last week. I thought it was a really cool observation that Cisco has his hands injured right now.
Yeah.
And in the future, when we go to see Savitar and and that Cisco actually doesn't have his hands, doesn't have use of his hands anymore. Remember?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
He didn't have the use of his hands?
Yeah.
But he still had hands.
I can't remember. I can't remember if they were cut off or they just didn't work. But like there was Wally who was paralyzed. There was the evil Savitar, Barry, and then there was Cisco who didn't have, I think, just use of his hands, or maybe they were cut off. But, it's like, is that one of the things, like, no matter what happens, it's unavoidable that Cisco loses his hands?
Was he missing his hands?
I think so. But I really remember there being something to do with his hands. And, like, he couldn't use his powers anymore.
I was trying to look up future Cisco. Yeah, but that should also all be changed.
It should be, but it was one of those things where it's like, is that one of the things that's unavoidable? It'll happen either way, somehow, Or
is it changed? I don't know. Savitar was very weird. Where
it did change.
This has the iris thing changed.
Yeah.
But besides that, the whole creation of Savitar, like there had to be a thing where Savitar went to the future, then Savitar went back to the past, to then create Savitar who went back to the future.
There was always that loop,
the past.
But the loop is broken, so you could say like, oh yeah, we're just never gonna get the hands thing again. But it's just kind of this coincidence then that his hands are hurt again.
Everyone hurts their hands.
I'm fine. Now you're sick. We had a Victor Freeze moment in here.
They mentioned him.
That's great. I love that.
Who was the other? They named another person.
I didn't recognize it though. I just thought, oh okay, other people that work with cryo stuff, because this is very Dr. Like what did Victor Freeze's wife? She had disease that he did.
She had.
I can't remember what she had.
Was it an early set of Alzheimer's?
Something like that. And that was the first episode of
Stage 1 Lou Gehrig's. It wasn't Lou Gehrig's, was it?
I don't
That's
know
ALS, right?
Yeah.
What did
It's the first episode of the Batman the Animated Series, Heart of Ice. One of the best Batman things ever.
Terminally ill, cryogenically frozen wife Nora, which explained.
Yeah, his name wasn't Nora. I remember that too.
Nora Freeze. Lazara, fictional. Okay, so I found her. She's diagnosed with a terminal illness. Well.
Anyway, she was also. It's very similar. That's all I'm saying. Like having a disease and it causing this kind of thing.
To the ALS.
Yeah. Like he was trying to save her, and then he falls into the. Doesn't he fall into like liquid nitrogen or something?
I don't know the comics as well, but I know in the movie, like with Arnold,
yeah,
he was like he had her frozen. He was trying to solve her disease and stuff like that, and then some things went, and he fell into the thing. And he popped out. He's like, And then you need all the diamonds.
Don't forget to winterize your pipes. I can't do a good Arnold. I can do a scream.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds like Vader when he gets hit that one time in Empire. Ah! Okay. I liked all the split teams. Everybody, there was these two do this, these two do this, these two do this. That was cool. I like that, we've gotten over the Nora Iris hate. That's great. I mean, you just need to do... That thing was so badass. It changed Nora's story. Her
so great.
Yeah. I love that.
No, at least it was good reasoning as to what everyone was doing.
Yeah.
Everyone actually did something in this episode. We got these ones working on the dad, those ones found the core, the other ones found a list of people. Like, everyone did something and they all achieved what they wanted to do.
Yeah, I loved it. I didn't realize that guy's name, like, I get my money! That his name was The Hotness.
The Hotness.
It's a great name. But it's cool that they referenced that and that Iris did do speedster stuff.
If I was going to be a villain, I guess I would want my name to be The Hotness.
The Hotness?
Yeah. That's a good name. And what other names can you go with? You know what we should do sometime? We should play DC Universe Online. We all make our own superheroes.
That'd be good.
Play together.
Yeah. That's all I got. You got anything else?
No, I mean, not really.
Let's jump over to Q&As.
The ice punch! I love that she made a giant ice boxing glove and just started punching her dad in the face to the point where it turned back to her dad. But then it was just a trick. I was like, damn, she punched the personality out of him. But it was good. I like that. Alright. Matthew says, how much do you like the OG team together? And why does Flash need a coat when he can vibrate to stay warm? Well, because he doesn't want to have to vibrate all the time because he has to eat more food and his metabolism is so crazy, so might as well just stay warm.
It was cool that they were wearing kind of like Captain Cold coats. But no, it was cool seeing that original team together. There was a moment whenever Cisco looks and sees the picture with Harrison Wells with Reverse Flash, I thought that was an interesting moment.
I think it was triggering his thoughts too.
It's like this guy was someone I saw as a father, but he was a betrayer.
Yeah.
But that was the original team, season 1 team. It's cool that they were together and everybody else split off.
But I do love the like you were saying the idea of when you were saying to Barry, get past the Nora father and think like a CSI.
Yeah.
Like when he was starting to think not just thinking of someone I cared about is back, but think about someone I cared about that was betraying me and look at it that way.
Yep.
Allison says, now that we have Frosty back, are you happy with the reunion or would you have rather gotten Killer Frost back another way?
I'm happy with it. I mean, I've said in the past I never liked the Killer Frost way that they did that power base and stuff, but with this, with making it so integral to the character. One of my criticisms was no other power has done this, but this was not part of the accelerator or the lightning or anything. This was pre-meta, So I like
stupid now.
I think that they
for judging it.
No, they watched and they're like, oh, fuck, he's right. We gotta fix this, and they wrote the story to suit me. So yes, I feel good. Told you so.
I was thinking about when we were watching that, I remember Eric saying this so dumb. They have a dual personality. Look now.
They changed it.
Look at this now.
They changed it.
I feel right.
I was right.
I feel justified.
If you go back, you'll be like, oh man, yeah, Eric's right. Glad they changed that.
Xavier says, could Nora's memories of Iris be changing? Last week, Nora wanted nothing to do with Iris, and now it seems like a full 180. I know she saw her mom doing something awesome, but it seems odd to me.
It was not just seeing that moment, even though that moment was amazing, but it was also hearing about the stories from
how many
Cecile.
Stories did she get told about Iris?
Yeah. And it's quit judging this woman who doesn't exist yet. 30 years in the future is a long time. But could things be changing? I mean, there was a theory that I read last week from one of the commenters that I thought that might be it. Why take away the speed? What if this Nora dies here? Their daughter from the future dies? Take away the speed, she never runs back. And she never dies.
So you're saying our future Iris always knows that Nora comes back?
And dies.
And remembers that she comes back?
It's kind of a cool theory. Even though technically Nora shouldn't have always come back because she would have changed the timeline, So it might not work in terms of that.
Yeah, but she had Savitar who always made himself to go back in time to make himself.
Yeah, true. So, I don't know. But I thought that could be a cool theory. And would that justify taking the speed if you know she's going to die when she goes back? Maybe. That was a cool idea.
Chief Chill says,
Chill.
Victor Freeze! Mr. Freeze is coming
Chill!
in the Flash.
He
And
does all the time.
let's kick some ice.
Let's kick some ice. I always love his blue teeth with the lights in it.
Quantum says, who do you think has a better split personality? Venom and Eddie or Caitlin and Killer Frost? Because I was getting Venom vibes from the last scene. Also, do you remember who Brainstorm was? I didn't, but he was the first body of DeVoe that DeVoe possessed. Dominic, yes.
Venom and Eddie are not a split personality. They're two separate beings.
Two entities.
Ha! Told you so.
But Killer Frost and her are kind of two different entities.
No. They are split personalities.
It's kind of the same thing, though.
No.
It's kind of. Yeah. Whenever
No, it was one whole person that turned two.
Huh? Hey, whenever Caitlin like needs, and they do this, and then Red Eddie's whenever he's and he goes like this. Same thing.
Nope.
I like Venom better because I'm Spider-Man biased. Wilbur, do you think Killer Frost will be a bigger character for the rest of the season, or only pop up a couple times when she is needed?
I mean, it was kind of convenient that she popped up exactly when nothing else could have done. But then, and then they're like, well, we'll see when that happens again, you know? And they have to, like, study what will bring her out. So it's like, well, if it's about a certain kind of feeling, then replicate the feeling that brought her out the first time. So what were you feeling? So, I don't know. But it was very convenient that it happened right then.
Yeah. Hopefully they can figure out how to make using that thing to like loosen this problem. Jacob sent a picture that says she's back, baby. And it's just
nice.
Frosty. Does it say Oprah?
It does say Oprah.
Is that what it says?
That's very good. It's probably the artist's signature.
Magnus says, forgot to ask, anyone know if the actor who plays Joe is okay? At first it was a joke, but now I'm getting worried. No, yeah, I mean, I was worried before too. He had a back injury during the hiatus between this season and last season, so they had him sitting down a lot and not moving much, and now he's on a hiatus from the show while he gets his back taken care of.
Yep.
I don't know if he's doing surgery or anything like that, but
something.
He hopefully will be back soon, and hopefully he has a good and quick recovery. Jay says, did Barry go to the North Pole in a pair of Converse?
Probably. Wouldn't put it past him. They're probably special shoes so he doesn't run out of them.
Alright, I guess we can talk about this a little bit. Jay says, I wish they brought back Killer Frost and Caitlin as one and got rid of this split personality. Seeing that Killer Frost is more or less a hero now, wouldn't Caitlin talking to Caitlin instead of a symbiotic type of relationship? So do you still like having the two different personalities within Caitlin? Even though Killer Frost is kind of more hero-y now?
I mean, I think it's kind of a classic villain trope to have, like, you know, the evil version of a character. But now that it's more integrated into the story, I don't mind that as much as, like, you know, my problem that used to be where it's like, well, none of the other metas have manifested a power like this. Why Caitlin, you know? But because it's a different cause and it's something that's inherent to her, you know, it happens to her father as well, I don't mind it. It is weird, like, she can talk to Caitlin now, because in terms of split personalities, obviously that's not possible, you know, but it's just like a meta thing, so I don't know. Like, are they both using her brain at the same time?
I think in a way, but like
are
the barrier that would prevent them from having that is being blocked by that thingy, I guess, right?
Yeah.
They've never been able to talk like that before. They always have notes.
Yeah.
Oh no. Crusader says, I was not feeling this episode. It seems like an exact copy of an episode of Supergirl where they find Jeremiah, trust him immediately, and then it backfires. I wish the plot was told a bit differently.
If anything, it just felt like things, like there was a couple convenient things that happened, especially, I mean, it's not convenient that you just get this sense of like, okay, I can't trust any of this with the father. It's like, it's all going so well, shit like this doesn't go this well, you know? But you had Cisco with the stories. I don't know. It wasn't like the most exciting episode in the world, but I like the character interactions.
Yeah.
And, you know, with a show that has 23 episodes in a season, you're going to get episodes like this. Something that has less, like Legends or, you know, Daredevil with 13 or 10, you're going to have a little bit of a tighter story.
Crusader says, if you didn't catch it, the first scientist Thomas mentioned was Louise Lincoln, She is another Killer Frost in the comics. Pretty sure the one from Young Justice is Luis.
Nice. Okay. So that was the
name drop
one.
for that.
We caught Victor.
So he just named off a bunch of scientists that have frost powers.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I like that. And another Batman shout out. Or at least his Rogues Gallery. Which we've seen plenty of Batman villains, so.
Jonathan says, guys, this is a crossover event theory. There was a scene released with Ragdoll in prison talking to Dr. Destiny.
Which we...
I don't believe it was Dr. Destiny.
that was Weather
I think
Wizard.
it was Liam McIntyre. Which, would be Weather Wizard. So, which his powers are control dreams, and the fact that destinies will change for our heroes. Could the crossover be a dream? So, I don't... Unless there's another one that I haven't seen. The one we saw that was the deleted one for the last episode was Liam McIntyre's voice talking.
Yeah.
Which he plays the Weather Wizard, which kind of hints at maybe like a rogue...
A rogue episode.
Yeah. Like,
we always get a rogue episode, and he's part of the rogues. I hope we get to see Trickster again. What happened to Trickster last time?
The son or the...
No, the Mark Hamill. Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't
Last time
remember
we
what
saw
happened.
him... Wasn't the last time we saw him in Jay Garrick's Earth?
Yeah, that was Earth 2 Trickster.
Yeah.
I know the mom and the son destroyed a Bebo last time we saw a Trickster.
Charles B says, do you think that they will stop Cicada by mid-season finale and have Icicle be the big bad after that? Or will they both appear through the whole season? Maybe Cicada tries to kill Icicle.
I don't think... I mean, I'm not saying it's bad, but I don't think the Icicle actor here impressed me very much in terms of, like, oh, this is the big bad, you know? I don't think he could hold being a fantastical villain for a whole season. Cicada also, I mean, I just don't know. I need to see more of him, I guess. There's just a couple parts from him. It's like, okay. Kind of over the top.
Yeah. I love the look of him, though.
Yeah.
I love the white slick back hair that he used and all that kind of stuff. It reminded me of, like, looks from, like, Young Justice and stuff. All right. Jamie says, do you think it's weird that Nora suddenly likes Iris after doing one thing that was kind of stupid, especially with how angry she was with her? Jamie, like we said earlier, the act that she did, jumping off the building and stuff like that, was impressive and cool, and Nora liked that.
It was like the camel that broke the straw's back.
Yeah, but there was also a list of things that she heard that she thought was her dad, that she loved, and then turned out to be her mom, which were stories that she'd never heard before. So it gave a different perspective on her mother, and then seeing an act of, you know, it was bravery. It was selfless.
Yeah.
You know, she was jumping to save.
She is
Barry,
not the person that you think that she is.
Yeah, like she's caring about others, and she thought, you know, she was thinking that she did not care about anybody except herself, maybe, or something like that. And it's changed her point of view to at least look at this Iris right now differently than what she viewed her future mom to be.
So that badass moment was like the straw that broke the camel's back, not like what I said just now, which was the camel that broke the straw's back, and then I stopped talking and you kept talking. I went, it's the camel that broke the straw's back.
So,
yes.
And then Dip says, would you be sick or hurt like Cicada if it meant you could have superpowers?
No.
Nah, I don't think so either.
Yeah. I already got superpowers.
What? What
I'm
power?
handsome as hell. My nose is really shiny.
What?
I need makeup.
What? Did Cicada take your powers?
I can't do it. I'm still too sick.
That's it for Q&As, guys. If you guys want to enter in more Q&As in the future, make sure you do @BlindWaveProd on Twitter. # this one's Flash Q&A. We also have Arrow and Legends and Who and all kinds of other Q&As. So keep your eyes out on Twitter for those. Now time for a poll.
Poll time.
Poll time.
All right, so the team split up a lot this episode. What was your favorite pairing or group of Team Flash? I think, though.
Pick one.
So we had Barry, Caitlin, and Cisco.
That's
right.
One. That's one.
That's one. We had Cecile and Ralph.
That's 2 team.
We had Iris, Nora, and Sherlock.
That's 3 team.
Yep. So which one was your favorite? And then Joe with the baby. Guys, thank you very much for watching this episode of The Flash with us. If you want to see more episodes, more reactions, all that stuff, make sure you're going to Patreon. No, subscribe to us. So you're putting that way, I was confused. But that way is full length and polls and other stuff.